If you're in a chair, you can stay in a chair for hours and hours. But this allows me to like, hey, yeah, okay, this stretch is, I've had enough. I'm gonna change it up a bit. So, welcome to my office. This is actually where I get a lot of my work done lately because I can't be at the clinic. And I happen to be very fortunate. I have a very nice, big, fancy desk. And I got this idea from Mark Sisson, was to maybe work on the floor, on the ground. So what I do is I have this little setup here. I took these little stools, and I have one for my keyboard, I have one for my trackpad, and my computer is right there. And what I end up doing is I sit on the floor, and while I'm doing that and doing my work, I am stretching my legs sometimes. I'm changing my posture. See, I have a standing desk at work, and it's great because it allows me to stand. Sometimes I sit. It increases a lot of variety, but I don't have one here. So in order to kind of change things up, sometimes, yeah, I will work on my big desk, but sometimes I'm gonna work actually from the floor. When I was kind of working towards designing how I was gonna put my keyboard and my trackpad, what I did is I found these little stools that I had. These are actually my kids' stools. And I'm not a really handy person, so at first I was like, I'm gonna build this thing. But then I was like, hey, I can just get a few stools, and but the height wasn't good, so I got a few books, put the books on, and then the height was perfect. And what it looks like is basically like this. Like, I've got myself sitting, and then I'm actually stretching this part of my body, and I'm maybe working on a video, or I might be responding to emails, or I might just be on a Zoom call. We've been doing a lot of Zooms lately, and a lot of times it's just me sitting. Well, if I'm going to be sitting, I actually much prefer to do it from the floor. One of my other favorite positions that I really like to do is like kneeling. So I have this little cushion, and I will sit, and sometimes I will work in this position. And I have my computer, and I'm like this. I've got my trackpad, my computer is right there, and I change it up. And this allows me to stretch all the front part of my legs. So it's really good. So another one that I really enjoy doing is squatting. Or maybe even, okay, maybe if you can't squat, maybe it's like a partial squat. Maybe you have one leg like this, and then the other one. But I might just go into squat, and maybe rest a little bit. But if that gets a little bit hard, that's okay. I might just do it for like 30 seconds. Practice squatting a bit, practice the ankle mobility. And then maybe I'll go back to the floor, and maybe I'll just have one leg. You know, this was a good stretch that we saw when we were runners. You had one leg like this, the other leg straight. Or, you know, maybe I'll want to have one leg kind of like this, you know? And I'm wearing jeans. I'm in my regular day-to-day clothes, and I'm stretching and I'm getting some work done. And the most important thing is I am moving. If you're in a chair, you can stay in a chair for hours and hours. But this allows me to like, hey, yeah, okay, this stretch is, I've had enough. I'm gonna change it up a bit. So it's all about being adaptable, adjustable, movable, all sorts of bull stuff. Hope you like it. Talk to you later. Bye.